Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 15th October 2025, Aries. Today's aspects may have you experiencing a little cabin fever, and if you have the urge to go off by yourself for a while, do so. Try a new diversion. Drive down a country road you've never explored. Find some antique shops. You probably need a break from your daily routine. After this, you will feel revitalized. Taurus. Okay, the party's over. Time to put away the sinful pleasures, the champagne, the chocolate truffles, and who knows what else. Take a good look at your home and get serious about putting things in order. A reality check is looming. Today would be a good day to get ready up, tidying up the house, and getting your brain in gear. Gemini, you may be experiencing a wonderful openness to new ideas and grand pleasures. You're enjoying an active imagination and your intuition is sharp. Trust in your self-awareness and confidence. If a friend with a negative attitude tries to dissuade you from your plans, keep it in perspective. Consider the source. Stay in tune with your intuition and you will surely succeed. Cancer, if you're feeling restless today, you'd fight it up. Use your money to do something physical. Go for a walk or play tennis. Anything that helps you release the excess energy will feel good. It's important that you pay attention to your body's signals. Getting a good night's rest will have you feeling refreshed tomorrow. You'll be able to deal with the task at hand better. Leo, you don't want to sit still for a minute. You may have people dizzy with your energy and you're itching to get it away. You may be contemplating a long trip abroad. It's fine to fantasize about all the choices out there, but don't commit to anything today. Your imagination and spirit are a bit high to settle for anything in particular. Just enjoy all the choices you have right now. Virgo, this would be a good day to pursue some new interest. Perhaps you recently discovered a book that opens up new ideas for you. If dreams recently punctured you to sleep, try to recall the general feeling you had and reflect on it for a while. You'll probably realize that it's only emotional residue from all the exhaustion of the past few weeks catching up to you now. Libra, are you fed up with everyone around you? Are you fantasizing about walking out the door and not returning? Go ahead, just for today. You probably need a break from everyone. Why not get a massage and float away for a while? Your family will be happy to have you back, especially if you left them with plenty of assignments. So please, take heart. Scorpio, the main things you need to do today is relax and enjoy your day. You may be feeling a bit under the weather and have a trip coming up that doesn't exactly thrill you. Stay alert, because you may receive an important message today from someone far away. You may also have a visitor coming out of town, so please, take them in. Sagittarius, Cupid may have struck you unaware. Your libido could be high in gear today and you're ready for love. You look and feel great. Try your best to reach out to that one you love. If it is impossible to get together this evening, see if you can plan a romantic interlude soon. If all else fails, dive into a romance novel and escape to the mind. Capricorn, today you may come down off your recent high with a thud. If you feel irritable dealing with everyone's chores, you're not alone. Your mood may be exacerbated by a visit from even a grumpier friend. If you're feeling cooped up with the detritus life of family, take a break and go for a walk to clear your head and raise your spirits. Tomorrow is surely another day. Aquarius, today may have taken up doing a lot of the last-minute errands. You may be called on to a refuge to dispute among colleagues, relatives or neighbors. Depending on the nature of the spat, you may be able to broker a temporary truce. But don't be too hard on yourself if tempers simmer despite your best efforts. Try and make relaxation a priority today. Pisces, are you experiencing a shopping hangover today? Are you worried that you outdid yourself despite your best intentions? Don't fret. You'll be back on track soon. Cash will begin flowing again and your lifestyle won't suffer. Instead of worrying about the money, pay attention to your creative outlets. Follow that instinct and see where it takes you today. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Do have yourself a great day.
Good morning, it's Wednesday. How are you guys doing? Well, welcome to the DBS Morning Show. My name is Maureen. Let's go on over to our news department and let's see what we're working with there.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polio. The battle for Castries Central in the upcoming general elections is now a three-man fight, with former President of the Senate and former government minister in a previous SLP administration, Stanley Felix, announcing his candidacy. In a statement on Monday evening on DBS television, Felix, an attorney at law, said he's entering the race not for power, as politics for him is about people.
Let me be honest. Life, and yes, even politics, has brought me betrayal. People I trusted hurt me. Doors that should have opened were slammed shut. But hear me well tonight. Betrayal does not break a man, it refines him. Broken crayons still color, and humiliation is a louder teacher than privilege. And so from every setback, I have risen stronger. I am standing here not because of what was taken from me, but because of what you have given me, your faith, your calls, your prayers, your belief that Stanley still has work to do for Castries Central. It is that belief, that call, that brings me here tonight. I did not enter this race for ambition. I entered because I cannot stay silent while families in Central go hungry, while young people are denied chances, while vendors are displaced and disrespected, while elders feel forgotten. I enter because Castries Central deserves better. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. My vision is simple. Anu vivasam. Let us live together in dignity and hope.
Felix says he wants to strengthen community safety, youth employment and accountability, and he indicated that his candidacy is not aligned with any political party. Mr. Stanley Felix will be my guest on this evening's Newsmaker Live on DBS television at 8:30. St. Lucia is set to fast-track community development without touching taxpayers' pockets, thanks to a new 5-year grant agreement with India. The Memorandum of Understanding will fund small-scale, high-impact projects across the island, empowering local communities and boosting socio-economic growth.
Today is just another chapter in our relations, signing the quick impact projects. So apart from the significant and large development projects that we have been attending to, these are short impact projects that will inject new life into the business of cooperation and development.
The High Commissioner from the Republic of India to St. Lucia says that the agreement allows for 5 projects in one financial year. The funding is specifically aimed at projects that deliver direct benefits to local communities, emphasizing local ownership and capacity building. On World Standards Day, which was observed yesterday, St. Lucia spotlighted how international standards not only protect consumers, but also unlock global opportunities for local businesses. From ensuring quality and consistency to fostering collaboration across industries, standards are raising the bar for commerce on the island.
This theme speaks directly to our national development strategy and our aspirations as a small island developing state. Essentially, the SDGs represent an urgent call for action by United Nations member states to improve health and education, reduce inequality and spur economic growth, while tackling climate change and working to preserve our oceans and forests.
Minister Hippolyte highlighted the importance of partnerships between consumers and providers, noting that collaboration strengthens satisfaction and drives sustainable development. As St. Lucia intensifies efforts to improve cancer care under the upcoming Universal Healthcare Coverage Program, the island's only oncologist, Dr. Owen Gabriel, is sounding a hopeful but urgent call. Speaking on the Candy Nicholas show, The Wellnes, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Dr. Gabriel highlighted the life-saving role of early detection, improved access to screening, and continued investment in cancer care services.
Until now, with the UHC's intervention, unfortunately, I think if we just go by just empiric data, we will see that probably the majority of our cases we diagnose in stages 2 and 3.
Oh.
So at least 75% of our cases.
Wow.
In stages 2 and 3. And this is when a patient already has a lump that they can feel. And obviously the later the stage, the less favorable the outcome.
Dr. Gabriel continues to encourage women to undergo regular screenings, noting that services are now more widely available than ever. He explained the post-biopsy care process, emphasizing how timely and accurate treatment is key to successful outcomes. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching. Here's to a very safe and productive Wednesday. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a break. We'll be back. Beginning to get very comfortable with this name, right? Elijah Anatole. Well, there's another short film on the way. Something different from the one we saw previously, but it's something to look forward to. Well, we promised we were going to be following this young man here because quite progressive and the work don't stop at all. Elijah Anatole has joined us again because we've got another project on the way.
Yeah, we have a short film coming up. We'll be premiering at Caribbean Cinemas on the 27th of October at 6:30 p.m. So it's a short film. It's not a feature. So the runtime is about 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to give us a little something? What's brewing up there?
This one is a suspense thriller. I think this is going to be St. Lucia's first suspense thriller. So I don't think someone has undertaken a film of that magnitude or that caliber genre here before. But I'm hoping that, when people see it, they will appreciate it. And the story behind it is I've been waiting for investors to release funds for my next feature film, which is scheduled to be shot next year.
Okay.
And in between pre-production, we were about to start pre-production when we put everything on pause because the funds had not been released yet. So I said, I need to get my hand busy because, I want to make sure I keep working. But not only that, I wanted to use this as a dry run to see how I could sort of put scheduling and stuff in place for a Flicker of Grace, because what you don't want, and the time we're going to be shooting Flicker of Grace is going to be sometime close to the hurricane season next year.
Okay.
So it means that we have to plan for delays and that kind of thing. So I wanted to see if I could push myself to see how best I could do this short film to sort of get a sort of preview of what the scheduling can be like for the big feature.
Man, you just make everything more meaningful, and I like this.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing is, I wrote Omira. I wrote it initially. It was called Voicemail, but a lot of the film festivals already have shorts called Voicemail, so I had to change it around and make it sort of relatable to the film itself. So I called it Omira, which comes from a Greek word Omira, which with the two eyes. And I just changed the two eyes to Y to kind of make it look a more, appealing, graphically speaking. Right. But I wrote this in less than an hour, and production was less than 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're really pushing yourself. I like it.
And post-production was less than 2 weeks. So I was able to edit everything, music and all of that in less than 2 weeks.
But, and this is not the first rodeo for you. You recently had your first showing for your film over at the cinema, and the reviews were absolutely remarkable. Yeah. So I guess the motivation is there to see how this one is going to go again. What you anticipating coming out of this one, though?
I don't have any.
No anticipation.
Yeah, no anticipation.
But what would you like? The response or the to be?
Okay, for one, I would probably want people to see how important filmmaking is, especially in St. Lucia, and that, the idea that people have, for instance, there was one particular person who really wanted to work with me on this film, and, the parents were like, they don't see a career in that kind of thing, especially in St. Lucia. And the reason for that is because no one has really taken filmmaking seriously on that level. I mean, you have Catherine Emmanuel, who has done fabulous work, right? But even with her achievements, still people have not really taken filmmaking so seriously here. And I think the reason is because our leaders have not pumped enough into it. And like I said, I've been saying is that we put a lot of emphasis on music, on, different aspects of culture, festivals and that kind of thing, fashion, but we fail to realize that a film encompasses all of that. Yeah. So you have music in a film, you have fashion in a film, you have all the cultural, aspects in the film. And not only that, it brings employment. Because the film that I'm going to be shooting next year is going to bring employment for St. Lucian. So I'm going to have runners, I'm going to have PAs to assist the HODs that I'm bringing down from New York. Nice. So I'm going to have, securities for sets. I'm going to have carpenters to build sets, painters to redesign, the sets that we will be using, the homes and stuff. Then you're going to have transportation, you're going to have catering, you're going to have accommodation, you're going to have all of those things.
Really all encompassing.
So there is opportunity for filmmaking in St. Lucia. So it's not just somebody just taking a phone or a camera and just going and shoot something like I've been doing, basically with no budget and getting it done. And the purpose for that is to get people to see that there is potential to really create something unique to St. Lucia, but also that can compete on the international level. Right. So pretty much, yeah. And then after I wrote Omira, after I was done post-production, I got this, and I'm telling you that this is going to be a sort of exclusive for you, but I had this idea to bring one of St. Lucia's oldest cultural stories to life in a 6-part series that I plan to sell to Netflix. So it's called The Laja Bless, which basically is based off of the old folklore, but with a modern twist. Nice. And I have structured it. I started writing it. And each episode is going to be an hour long. Mm-hmm. So this is going to also be in the works, hopefully next year as well.
Wonderful. All right. But for this one, the film is on when? Viewing?
October 27th at Caribbean Cinema, 6:30. Tickets, $20. And it's a one and only time, showing. Right? One showing because it's a premiere. Okay. The purpose for the short film was to cater to the film festivals. So one of the requirements for the film festival is that you show it only once, right. And they allow the premiere, but you can't keep screening it. So it has to be shown at the festivals. Okay. And the tickets, the price of the tickets actually will go towards the expenses of the film submission fees. That's lovely. So
wonderful. We wish you the best, man. We can't wait for what's to come. And as a true fashionista, Creole heritage is here. What are we wearing? What's the in thing? Well, there's one way to find out. Let's go to the clothesline. And I feel slighted, but it's my good auntie that is, so I ain't vexed. I ain't too vexed. Auntie Lisa, you come well decked out in your... Anyways, I'm going to pick up something there and drop. I should have known better already. Absolutely. Auntie Lisa Wellnes is here with us, the clothesline. And boy, Creole can't come around and Auntie Lisa don't go and put an entire Creole collection together. So we are here to highlight and to scout because we gotta go out looking our best in this Creole season. Auntie, you have been exploring with some awesome ones for the Creole as well. So we're getting into that. But for persons who may not know, Auntie, you've been doing this thing for some time now. Yes. You've been in the design world. As a matter of fact, you adorned me in something recently as well. So you have been doing this thing for some time now. Yeah. Being here in St. Lucia, always adapting to the season. Mm-hmm. You always make sure that whatever season St. Lucia is acknowledging, that is one thing I respect about you.
Thank you.
So we know we can expect something for independence. We can expect something for Creole. So here we are with the Creole line again. Tell me about some of the pieces because you have some new things. You add things I didn't see before. That button down thing, that one has been catching my attention. So you've got some new designs as part of this collection. Tell me about the making of this year's collection.
Last year, a client approached me and she asked me, what new do you have in terms of neck pieces? Right. I said, well, I'm still carrying the cape. And she said, well, I already have a cape.
Right.
I may not buy another one. So that started to work on me. And I'm like, okay, I need to have different things every year. Right. Before I was just doing the earrings because with your earrings, you want different earrings all the time. But now people want to go a little further.
Yes.
Yes. So I now include the necklaces. So I have different types of necklaces to suit different necklines, different shapes, different heights. We have it all at the clothesline.
Right. And colors. We're going all out with that. But the button one is caught my attention. No, that's the one. I want to pick up one but all right. We'll pick up one in a minute and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The button one is quite innovative. effective and quite natural. Of course, incidentally, you are one of the first persons that we saw with the cape.
Yes.
The netted cape. And correct me if I'm wrong, you were the first person to introduce
Yeah.
this here, innit?
Yeah. And it so happens that it hasn't been copied yet because it is so time consuming.
Right.
So
Why
a
do
lot
you
of people
make
don't
it?
want to go because I love it.
Exactly.
And if you love what you do, you never feel like working a day in your
the
life.
cape looks complex in
Yes,
truth, eh?
it is.
And
it
you've
is.
always had the
4
cape as staple.
hours of
What?
hard
To make
work
one?
To make
so if you
one.
had to make one longer,
More hours. I
more
guess.
hours, of course. We're going to show you all of what we're talking about. So if you're looking, I like what you're doing with the with the thing, because some of us are like, fashion wise, we just,
Yeah.
you want a little simple dress like that,
Right.
for the occasion, and then you just want to spruce it up.
Yeah.
So, you get the opportunity to either put a cape over a simple dress, a little black, a little plain colored dress, and the cape worked wonderfully. And now those pieces that you've come, or those sets you come off with the neckline and the earrings, I'm seeing the same sort of effect there. You understand? So let me tell you something. We want to go and watch the thing in a minute, but before we go there, and I go and joke up and see what I want. Where can persons find? How can they obtain? If they'd like to get. Some people might. You do custom made pieces as well. Of course.
Yes, I do.
Right. So how can
I
persons
do.
get on?
I live at Entrepot, but I do a lot of pop-ups. So as of tomorrow, I'll be at CPJ.
Okay.
On the weekend, I'll be at Massey Mega.
Look at hustler.
So
yeah?
just follow me on Instagram so you'll know where we are.
At the clothesline, they have
At the clothesline, yes.
So how are we spelling it again?
DEKLOZELINE.
Right.
And you're sure to find us.
Absolutely. Well, time for us to go on. Auntie, congratulations on your new line. And I'm going and see what we can pick up and what I'm going to be wearing this year.
Welcome to your Holistic Path to Wellness with Dr. Tanya Bobran. Hi, we're going to talk about gut health today. And did you know that almost 75% of your immune system lives in your gut? So if your gut health is compromised, it's not just your digestion that suffers. It can impact your brain, your heart, your lungs, your hormones, and your overall immunity. Think of the gut as mission control. It doesn't just break down the food that you eat. It sends and receives messages to the rest of your body. We call one of these things the gut-brain axis. Your gut and brain are connected by the longest nerve in the body called the vagus nerve, which is direct communication between the gut and the brain. This is why stress and anxiety can sometimes give you stomach issues, and poor gut health can influence your mood, your focus, and even your mental health. The gut immune axis, with almost 3/4 of your immune system housed in the lining of the gut, any imbalance from poor diet to stress to infections, to exposure to toxins, can weaken your defenses. It means that you're more vulnerable to colds, to flus, inflammation, and even autoimmune diseases. So if your gut is not working optimally, a compromised gut can influence so many things. And many people are not aware of the importance of maintaining the integrity of the gut. And one small thing, you may think that the gut-brain communication is mainly from the brain down to the gut, but the majority of the communication is actually from the gut to the brain. So the command center is actually in the gut, and that keeps all systems running smoothly. The effects of gut or leaky gut can impact our entire body. So one small step you can take today is to ensure that you eat mainly whole, clean, unprocessed foods. Make your plate as colorful as possible with fruit and vegetables and ground provisions. All of these things will actually improve your gut health and improve and maintain the integrity of the lining of the gut. Remember, The gut is not just about digestion. It's the hub for immune health and even mental clarity, heart disease, dementia, respiratory disorders, so many things. So let's try to nurture our gut on a daily basis.
Well, thank you to Dr. Bobra. And that is our show for today, Wednesday. I hope you saw something you liked on the clothesline. You honestly thought we were going on the clothesline for real, like a line outside. Well, that's the thing. That's the point. Well, I hope you find something, or you find something somewhere out there, because there's a lot of curators who are out there and putting their creative juices together to put together some amazing pieces for the Creole season. So maybe we'll find some more of them as we go along as well. But for today, Wednesday it is. Go on out and have a remarkable day today. And remember to be kind. If you can't be kind, be quiet. I like that line. If you can't be kind, be quiet today. All right? And be good to yourself. Enjoy your Wednesday.